Oh my, you should take a screenshot of the kill feed at the end of all this.
Yeah.
Oh, oh. Oh, he's
Oh.
not paying attention. Someone wasn't paying attention. That was my bad.
Perfect's here. Alright, today I'm going to finally bring you a PvP guide to the Berserker class. As you can see in the opening clip there, we've done a little bit of PvP, and I will have additional clips there for you at the end. What I'm actually going to start doing is I'm actually going to start uploading some PvP videos, because let's face it, this is a PvP game. You PvE to PvP. Alright, so let's get started. First, we're going to go over some skills that you need. I do not, by any means, have all of my skills yet. I'm 55, been 55 for a while, and I still don't have anywhere near the amount of skills I have, or that I need. Okay, to start off, your basic attack. Most people do not run this. I have found a few builds with it. I still have a little bit of talking with a few other Berserkers, but for right now, I would not take this skill. Okay? The next thing I am leveling up is Headbutt. You're going to want to get that to Ultimate Headbutt here eventually, but it's the next skill. You obviously want to level up your Grab. One of your most, by far, important skills is to get this Ultimate Storming Beast. It allows you to animation cancel into a mini stun, which is your bread and butter as a Berserker. So, you know, instead of just doing that real slow animation, jump over here. Oh no. You can then, let's say, do a Frenzy Destroyer, mini stomp. Evasion, mini stomp. This allows you to do so many more things. All your skills, you can pretty much end with a mini stomp. Okay? And we'll go over that a little bit more. Max your Grab, Max Undertaker. And this is a skill that I absolutely love, Max Shakeoff. Some people don't run it. Maybe it's probably better to get Headbutt first, but once you get to endgame PvP, I absolutely love it, especially against witches and wizards. It does put you into super armor when you do it, and it actually jumps for a pretty decent amount of space. So then you can combo in it with your evasive maneuver, and you can get across the map on either your willpower, or you can use that and just use stamina. I actually use this as my main movement skill, just because I don't use a ton of stamina, so I kind of use it to get around a little bit, and then also your lava run, which we'll go over here in a second. Alright, let me kill these guys. Oh, yay, nay. Okay, so next, I don't take any of these. I don't feel they're necessary at all. Of course, you need Max Rock Smash. It's the bread and butter for group PvP. Beastly Wind Slash, I love this skill. Eventually, I will get that, but by the time I can get it, I'll probably have my Awakening and won't need the skill anyway. Your bread and butter skilled Frenzy Destroyer. Right now, if you don't have the skill points, I would not recommend Ultimate Frenzy Destroyer. I believe it's one of the skills that I can get rid of. But just take Frenzy Destroyer. Don't take the Ultimate. Okay, Predatory Hunt you get, so I would not put any more points into it. It's not good at all. Of course, you want to max out your Raging Thunder. It's your best PvE skill. Some people may disagree with this. I do not put points into this. I will actually put a clip in, and you will be able to see why I am not big on this skill. Now, if you're running a DP Zerker in group play, this skill can be devastating, but only devastating because of its stun. The amount of damage it puts out for the amount of time that you were stun locked is completely horrible. I mean, it's probably one of the worst skills as a Berserker for that reason, but in the right scenarios, it can be absolutely devastating to a group of people. Okay, and then, you know, the one thing the Berserkers are known for, their Lava Run, Lava Piercer, gives you super armor, super fast, super long, get this max as soon as you possibly can. And then put as many points into Seizing Fear as you possibly can. Crit rate's crit rate. I mean, And then once you hit 55, make sure you put points into this mastery here. It gives you 100 health. It's only like 10 points. Okay, yeah, it's 10 points. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so how to PvP as a Berserker? Obviously, you know, I'm sure you guys do. You can stun lock with grabs, and you can hit your E. You can hit my Rock Smash, and I can hit my Corpse Storm, and then I can Undertaker. Okay, in 1v1s, it's fine. Especially in the arena, it's really good. Allows you to get your cooldowns back of whatever you need. Like I always, you know, rock smash here. That allows me to get my other two grabs up. Your E here, your smackdown, it is your fastest grab. So if I know that I have a down target, just hit him, and I know he's getting ready to get back up, you want to hit your E. You can grab him as fast as you possibly can. I think this is what, Corpse Storm? Yeah, Corpse Storm, when you hit it, it's got a longer animation. So only do that when you know you have some time before the target gets up. And then Corpse Storm, of course, or Rock Smash is Rock Smash. It's in between Corpse Storm and your E-Grab, Smackdown, in length. By meaning that is by the time it takes you from the time you hit the button to the time you actually pick them up. I use that skill in 1v1s basically strictly to get my cooldowns back. Pick him up, hold him there, and then suplex him. That allows me to pretty much get my other grabs back up. It's also a great way in open world to get your health pots back, get your willpower pots. Allows you to do a lot of that. So that's enough about the grabs. They're pretty self-explanatory for 1v1s. You grab them, stun lock them. But the kind of new meta for Berserkers are kind of going away from the grabs. They're still extremely powerful, but extremely boring. And against some classes in open world aren't that great. And with some of the desync issues, and like especially witches and wizards having a lot of immunities, especially now that everybody's getting kind of max gear, it's not becoming as prevalent, and it can be harder to grab people. So what is Berserker's doing? It's really simple. Playing in PvP as a Berserker, it has a low, or has a high floor, low floor, high ceiling. Sorry about that. So it's easy to be a decent Berserker. I still don't see many people, and most of the reasons because they just don't have the knowledge or even the skills. It is a very gear-based, skill point-based class. Okay, so basically as a Berserker, if you run up to somebody, you know, use your lava run. I actually stop almost every time coming out of it. I stop or use my E-grab. Those are the only two outcomes that I use. You can actually use a headbutt, but I do not have that. Well, I guess I do have that skill. I don't use it as much as I should. You can headbutt out of it, which is really good as well. Most of the time I stomp or grab. I stomp more than anything, and that's partially because I have been a little rusty in my Berserker, but it's absolutely great. Okay, so you're going to lava run up to your target. It's a great opener, and basically your damaging attacks are going to be S, left click, right click, mini stun. It's going to look like this. Nah, I'm just kidding. It looks like this. You see wind slash. Yeah. So I mean, it's not pretty. It's not hard. But as you saw that I worked in a beastly wind slash, what that is great for is it does a decent amount of damage, but it's also great knockdown for PvP. Now, it is kind of hard to land. So when you use it, make sure you're actually going to hit it on a target. It's also like a mini gap closer too. If I want to do it, as you can see, it kind of lunges me forward. So a lot of times what I will do is I will Frenzy Destroyer mini stomp, and if they get up, I will then immediately Beastly Wind Slash mini stomp because it actually brings me to them while still doing damage. Okay. One of the skills that I don't see people use very much as a Berserker, and this is going to kind of go over some of the movement skills, which I'm about ready to cover, are your headbutt stomp. Or stomp, it's your F, which is your stomp, but actually turns into a knee kick. So all I'm doing is I'm S right click, so you're going to do your headbutt. Then you're going to keep your S held down, and you're going to hit F. Okay? So just, that's also a really good knockdown. I use it a lot on Sorks, which if you're a Berserker, you know that Sorks are probably your worst matchup. Not probably, they are your worst matchup. Their iframe is really hard to get around, you have to time it correctly. Another way to get off a good beastly wind slash will be to use your evasive, alright, into a frenzy or into a beastly wind slash. It's a technique I don't use as often. I use it more in 1v1s. It kind of takes away some of the animation. I don't know. It's a little quicker, but not by much. It's a little harder to aim, but I use it every once in a while. So right there, that's basically, other than the extra stomp that I did, that's basically what you're gonna look like. So we're gonna frenzy, beastly. That's pretty much it. Okay, for maneuverability. So you got the BC Wind Slash, which gives you a little bit of maneuverability. It's not something you're going to be out in open world and you got a gap close on somebody. Let's BC Wind Slash. No. So you have a couple different ways to maneuver. You have your just regular evasive, which is my shift and directional key. You have your lava run. And you have your shake off. Which, like I said, I love shake off. Okay, so you can actually start comboing a few of these together. So you can, like I said, you can combo evasive into a shake off. You can do a shake off into evasion, which is great against like a witch and wizard. You will want to wait for him to go up for his residual, because that's what most of them do now. Especially since you're really big, people tend to go after you because you're an easier target than, let's say, a ranger or a sorceress. So people tend to go after you quicker. So let's say there's a wizard over there. You want to shake off the evasive. Okay. So lava run. Interesting skill, great skill for Berserker. As a few of you guys know, and I'm sure everybody that's watching and you played Berserker, sometimes when you go to hit it, sometimes you'll end up doing some stupid jump animation. You know, sometimes maybe a global cooldown might not be up, doesn't really say it, so let's go, let's get this. It's not doing it, but it'll do. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, there's actually ways to pretty much cancel it, so you never have to worry about having that jump animation again. Very reliable, and it's actually something I use non-stop. You'll see in some of my videos here at the end, I use it a ton. So you can do it one of a couple ways. The way that I choose to do it is I'll do evasive, and then while you're doing evasive, you can do your lava run. So as you can see in the right at the tail end of my evasive, I used my lava run. This will never fail. If it is off cooldown, you will never jump. Okay? You can also do it this way. Let's say you're under heavy fire and you got to get to the side real quick and you want a lava run. You can do your shake off evasion into a lava run. Oh, see, that is one thing you got to worry about. If you don't let off on the buttons, it will actually reset your cooldown. But see, that one's a little harder to do, and I don't do that one as often, but it's still a great tool because you do get super armor while you're in the shake off. Okay, next we're going to go to gear, and this is probably the most important as a Berserker. We're going to start off by saying, I don't think I should tell you guys this, but full boss armor with the Heavy chest piece, not the red nose chest piece. The red nose chest piece is good, but not as good as a Heavy, especially for Berserkers. Are number one for your armor. I don't have any. I have tried to get some, use my loyalty. I've probably ran 25 scrolls since it came out, nothing yet. No big deal. Okay, so gear. You're going to want to go Witch's Earrings for your earrings. And as you can see, right now I'm just running Dim, or the Earring of Sealed Magical Power. You can get this by doing quests that give you these tokens of promise, which I will actually have a video about here shortly. Or Witch's Earrings. You want to PRI them, duo, trio, of course. Those are the best. And I actually choose Outlaw Rings. There's also a new one out, and I think it's not Blue Coral, but it's one of the ones that came out the new Medea part. The exact same thing, except for it's 4 AP, 3 DP. Either one are fine. I just already had my Outlaws, so I wasn't going to go switch, especially to a more expensive one. Maybe I will down the road if I feel like I need to get one more AP than DP. To me, it's 1 AP, 1 DP is not a big thing. Okay, for your necklace, I am using a duo bears. My belt, I'm using the Schultz Gladiator. Here's where it gets a little tricky. If you have boss armor, say I have full boss armor, you want all AP. I would go Marks of Shadow, Witch's Earrings, Ogre Ring, Tree Belt. Okay, if you do not, if you're like me and just have plus 15 gear, best in slot, in my opinion, some people may argue this, best in slot is going to be Ancient Core, its counterpart, which is the necklace, which I'll show you here in a second, and then Outlaw Rings, which is earrings. Okay, we will go ahead and show you two. I do not have them. I spent all of my loyalty trying to get them, and also taking the daily quest. Never got them. So let's see if there's one on the marketplace. I know they just posted. If not, we can go look in the sold items. Doesn't look like there is one. Let's go down here, we'll find it. I think that's the APDP, yeah. The red coral ring is the APDP one, just exactly the same, just reversed. Something's hitting me. Let's go down here. Really? Sorry guys, we'll get it here eventually. Alright, here we go. There's the Tree Spirit Belt. And here it is. Ancient Weapon Core. It starts off at 4 AP, 4 DP, and weight limit increased by 50. Not a big deal. The set effect is plus 5 accuracy. Okay, you have to have this, and where's it at? This one right here. Ancient Steel, 6 AP, 3 DP. Okay, these together, if you don't have boss gear, this is what I recommend. Now, they're 35 million if you want to have the two of them. I know it's not that actually expensive. That's only the price of a tree belt. That's what I would be running if I had them, if I don't have boss gear. Okay, and then of course we passed it up here, the Ogre Ring, which I can imagine everybody knows by now what it is. The Ogre Ring, 10 AP. Okay, so that's just the kind of stuff that I don't have because I've not been able to farm it. So, for gear. Now this is another thing that people like to debate. Well, we'll first go over, no debate, Zaka, Laverto, then Yuria. If you can get a Zaka weapon, fantastic. If not, Laverto is almost as good, but not quite. And then Yuria is quite a bit a downgrade from the Laverto. Anybody that tells you otherwise just has a Yuria and doesn't have a Laverto. Okay, for gear, I am currently running 2-piece Terratos, 2-piece Grunel. I am running this because I was running a my blader, and that's the best setup for a blader, is a two-piece. If I was to go redo it, I would probably go 4-piece Grunil. 4-piece Grunil is better than 4-piece Terratos, 3-piece Terratos, 3-piece 1-piece, 2-piece 2-piece. There's been some debate on the forums about it. The reason why it's so much better, okay, and this is my opinion, I don't even think really it's that close. Because with a 2-piece Grunil, 2-piece Terratos, it limits me from 2 gem slots. So I have 2 damage reduction here. I would actually go to 2 movement speed. It's just what I had in my inventory at the time. You want to go to movement speed. Why? So, man, keep hitting K instead of I. With 1 food, gives you attack speed and movement speed. If you put 2 movement speed gems in there, and I have my 2 attack speed there, 2 attack speed here, you can have 5 movement speed, 5 attack speed. That is absolutely fantastic, especially for a Berserker. It will make you fly. Okay? So for your chest piece, I just have luck. You actually want this gem right here. I've had a few of them, but I broke them. And I plan on going Grunil, Ultimate, so I don't actually, here it is. 100 weight, 20 carry weight. Or I'm sorry, 100 health, 20 carry weight. They're really good, really expensive. There's a couple places you can actually farm them, which I'll put in another video. But yeah, that's so the gems for the head. You want the Harfia. You want the, I think it's like, it starts with a C. I don't remember. Then you want attack speed in your gloves. There's actually a little better ones than these ones, but these ones will be fine. The sun, they give you 1 attack speed, which is all you need from it. In your boots is where you can kind of do what you want. 2 movement speed is what I would suggest. It's going to give you 3 movement speed with food, but right now damage reduction is fine as well. Your offhand, obviously, if you can get the 5 AP gem, that's best. The one that you get from the quest. If not, I will use, once I take out my luck gems here, you'll be using the ones that allow you to ignore resistances. It's absolutely awesome for Berserker because you're doing grabs, stuns, knockdowns, everything. And then again, you want attack speed, crit rate in your gem sockets there. I'm hoping I didn't miss anything. I know I'm missing one thing for movement, which I will go over here in a second. But that's the gear. Top gear, obviously, Zaka weapon. Oh, I do use a Sayer ornament. The Kree I will be using for an offhand for PvE farming, and I will actually take out my luck gems from this and that, and I will put them into a Kree that I will keep on me at all times. So I have a plus 15 Kree with 2 luck gems in it, so that I can run around PvE farm, have my plus 5 luck, because I do not have any underwear on this character. That way I don't have to I can keep everything fully gemmed up. But I'm getting ready to try to make some of these pieces ultimate here eventually, now that I have 15 everything, which I just got yesterday. But yeah, so that's the plan. That you can also do luck gear, which I will be doing eventually for like Zaka. I'll have a second set of gear, but I believe for Berserkers especially, since we use the Sayer ornament, our AP ornament just happens to be one with a double slot. Use it. So boss gear, Sayer ornament, Zaka, tree belt, ogre ring, witches, marks. If not, if you're like every other person in the world, the best is 4-piece Grunil with witches, outlaws, ancient, and ancient with Laverto and Sayer, unless you have a Zaka. So that's everything. I'll show you my last movement speed. Or your last movement skill. How I do that? So you want to remember the knockdown that you used, the right click F while holding S. It's pretty easy. So all you're going to do use that same skill. So you're going to headbutt into a stomp or into a knee kick, and then you're just going to do directional key and shift. So you're gonna do your like little evasive. It is almost as fast as your lava run. As you can see, I'm moving very quickly. You can do it both ways. I pretty much do it this way just because it's easiest for me. And then how you use this, if you have a lot of pots on you, in the video that you're going to see here at the end, I don't have a lot of pots on me. So I just kind of use this for the most part, my shake off. But it's a really great skill. So you lava run. When it's on cooldown, just use this. See if I can do it the other way. Here we go. It's so hard to do it the other way. Oh well. I only do it to the left because it's just easier for my fingers to go to the left. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. Sorry this video was a little bit longer, but it's just so much information. You can't just say, hey, here's how to PvP. There's a lot of explanation that goes into it, and I didn't even, touch it all by any means. I'll start breaking it down a little bit better for you guys in the future. I'll be posting more PvP videos. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy this PvP clip, and I'll see you next time. Don't ever use the 100% as a Berserker.
Oh!